Hey, good morning, everybody. Rory Powers, Right Line Trading. Hope you had a nice evening. Before we get started, this broadcast is for demonstration educational purposes only. It's important to know that I am not a licensed financial advisor. There is a considerable amount of risk when you're trading the financial markets. You could lose your entire trading account. If you're not familiar with the risks associated with trading, please consult with a licensed financial advisor. All right. Hope everybody had a nice evening. Thank you for joining us today. And today is Thursday, June 26th. If you're joining us today, that's the good news. Hallelujah. Any day you wake up above ground, you're still in the game. Let's win it. So this morning, let's take a look at the news reports. 8:30, we had some red folders. The unemployment claims, the final GDP, quarter over quarter. Let's see what the news was. That was almost an hour ago, 50 minutes. Unemployment, unused employment insurance weekly claims, a decrease of 10,000 from the previous week, 236,000. The GDP decreased at an annual rate of 0.5% in the first quarter. Okay, let's see how the market reacted to it. Let's see if anything else is coming up. We don't want any unpleasant surprises. The reason I'm looking at this, sometimes we'll be in a trade and one of these economic news reports will come out and things will go haywire on us. We could potentially take a big loss or a big gain. It works both ways. But these news reports do create a lot of volatility. So during our live stream, it looks like at 10 o'clock we have pending home sales month over month. Natural gas storage at 10:30. And then after we're done, FOMC member Barr is going to be speaking. So 10 o'clock, we have pending home sales, which is an orange medium impact expected. And that's what it looks like for news reports. I want to first say good morning, everybody. Good morning, Rao, Duke, Mike, Rao, Mike, Judy, Tom, Agola, Carol, Rion, Kershid. Good morning, everybody. Hope you had a really nice evening. If today's your first day joining us, my name's Rory Powers. I'm with Right Line Trading. We're going to be showcasing our automated bots. We do it each morning live here on YouTube, and if today's your first day, I hope it's the first day of many. What we're looking at here, and what we always like to look at, is what happened during the overnight and pre-market session. So let's get an overall perspective, an overall look at the market environment. You see here, this is midnight right here. So through the Asian Open, even the London Open, there was a slow and steady move to the upside. We've been in a really bullish environment over the last several days this week. Our retirement accounts are loving it. So it's been a slow, steady climb all week on the S&P 500, today being no different. And a little look at the 20U. I always like to look at the NASDAQ on our higher time frame. And kind of the same story as what we saw in the E-mini. A slow, steady climb up. Our 50 is green, 15 above the 50 at all times. So we are lined up for a long trade. on the NASDAQ. We let the bots run through the overnight session, and we have what we call our leaderboard. These are the bots that are doing the best in the current trading environment. We have several ES strategies that are running on the 8U and the 20 range. That are doing very well pre-market. Okay. And if also we have what we call our lagometer, our lagometer. Very important if whether you're trading on a discretionary basis or automated bots. You don't want latency on these. You have to have zero. Our goal is zero lag, but we're never going to be zero. But our bots have coded into them a safety metric where if lag is higher than 2 seconds, which is extremely high, especially in trading where the speed of these entries is really important. So we want as minimal amount of lag. And one way is to build one of these lagometers. And whenever you become a member with us, we set you up with one of these. So you can see if what you're looking at on your chart is really the current price. Yes. Man, I can't tell you how many times before I had this tool that I'd enter a trade and I'd get into the trade and all of a sudden I'd automatically be, negative 200 before just getting into the trade. And I'd be like, what happened there? And it's that lag. Another way to look at it, if you don't have one of those lagometers, is your bid-ask price. On your chart trader, we all have a bid-ask price, and you always want to make sure that matches what you're looking at on your chart. All right, we're going to get ready for our power play trade of the day. We're at break even for the week. Had one losing day, 2 winning days, pulled it back to break even. And what we normally do is we bring up a trade copier. And I have one of these evals that keeps, when the leader account closes, it stays in the trade. I had one of our new members, Vanetta, mention to me, hey, take it off your trade copier for a few trades, and it might just fix it. So I'm going to give that a shot today. And our power play trade takes the entries from our 30 range. This is the NASDAQ chart on the right. One of the conditions, we have to have an alignment of trend on our 20U on the left. What do I mean by an alignment of trend? For a short entry, we want to be below the 50 on both charts. A long trade above the 50 on both charts. And we have some really unique triggers that will get us in at the most opportune times automatically. I was taking a look at some of the bots that are doing well this week. Our 20 Unorenko, well, this is actually since January 1st, the whole month of June, not January. Excuse me. In the month of June, our 20 Unorenko Mac truck between 9:30 and 10 does very well for the whole month. We'll go over a few other performance metrics in a little bit.
Or the open of a formation, the close of a formation.
Okay, sorry about that. We're getting a little bit of lag here at 9:30. The market just opened, and the NQ spiked on my lagometer, my lagometer. Let's get our copier up and ready to go. Let me close this. Okay, let's put this on the power play. It is. Let's get ready to rumble. Thirteen seconds of lag. It's coming down. 12, 13. Really nice volume here. If my lag doesn't come down really soon, I'm going to have to flatten everything. And that's what I would recommend doing. If your lagometer goes, and it's at 20 seconds or it's just lagging and it won't come down within the normal range, I always go to my positions tab and I'll right click and flatten everything. What that does is it automatically flattens all my positions and it disables all of the strategies. So I will need to go back and re-enable the strategies once I do that. Here we go. We might get a leg down here. We're at 13 seconds, 12 seconds. Well, I hate to break down through this. I'm going to go ahead and flatten everything. Let's get it down. Got good volume. So right now we only have the power play. We're dedicating all of the resources to that one bot. And let me just make sure I have it enabled. Power play bot, power play drone. We're good to go. And it's in the trade. So let's see how the price action looks on this. I don't like that it's already below. My 15 is below my 50. There's some more risk associated right away on this entry. My 50 is also sloped down in red, which is not a good place to be in a long position. So we bypass that entry. We let that one go. Even if it comes back and wins, that's okay. Look for the break to the downside through support. We're in a pretty narrow channel here. Wow, great job, Rao. Let me take a look at crude. Let's see if we get a nice move to the downside. We got some good selling pressure here. I want my 20U. I want that 3/4 of the candle below my 50. Let me take a look at crude real quick. Oh, sorry. I'm going to look for a short entry here. We got some running room to the downside. Bam, we're in. Come on, give us some follow through now. Come on, take a leg down. Come on down. Got my PAs out. Too early, probably. Let's see if we can push down lower into our profit window. Trying to get in that profit window. Lock in $250 of profit. Come on down. Look at that. Unbelievable. Luckily, I got my PA's account, my PA account's out with a profit, and I got an exit on a line change on the evals. Here's another entry short. I'm not sure, Tony. For some reason, you say your gold strategies are on the top of the leaderboard. and not the NQ. My NQ strategies are not on the top of the leaderboard either. I'm really only running one gold strategy. You might be running some strategies that I'm not. So it is very possible. But I would have to take a look. Or Charles. Let's go ahead and get the rest of the bots into the game. I'm gonna keep my profit. Really did a heck of a job fighting back this week with a terrible Monday. Came back on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So I'm going to take these PA accounts off. About $450 in profits across the three accounts to go into the green for the week. And tomorrow it'll either be a break-even week or a really good week. But let's get the rest of the bots in the game. Power Play's been trying to catch these short moves. They just don't have a very good follow-through. All right, let me restart my Ninja. Sorry about this. Good morning, Rian. Rian just joined us yesterday. He's been a member with us for many, many years. Bear with me for just a moment here. Wow, it's amazing. We were in that short trade with the first trade with those PA accounts. Looked like it was going to go all the way, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, luckily we got out of that trade. All right, it's just taking a minute or two to load back up. Here we go. Good morning, Khalil. Thanks for joining us today. Mm, let's get rid of this chart. Okay, much better. Okay, sorry about that. Here we go to the downside. Let me get my trade copier. See if I can get this eval to take a trade. Ah, my trade copier's gone. All right, I'm going to very quickly on the side build another trade copier. I think I might have, maybe I real fixed what was wrong with my copier. It was on another workspace. There's a nice short entry on that 20 Unirenko chart. The Mack truck. Mack truck might be in a beauty. If we get some follow through to the downside, that Mack truck could go all the way. It's got some running room. Just break through this one last area of support. Power play drone. Let's get the apex in. 52, 54. Okay. They are 26. I want to say 2060 100, but let me be sure. Yes, 2060 100. Let's get this break to the downside on this 30 range. One more push down. Let's go. Let's get some follow through. Hmm. Got momentum headed straight down now. Come on, get us in the game. Push down. Okay, we're in short. Let's get one. Don't come back on us now. This is the way the market's been trading this entire week. There are no gimme trades. Price action has been very choppy. Okay, that's the end for the evals. So I took a loser on the eval, winner on the PAs. I'll take that any day of the week. Let's see if we have anything else running good. The Nasdaq and the Nasdaq, our 20 Unorenco strategies have done really well this week. 30 range has been really tough. Those 20 Unorenkos give this trade a little more room to mature. That's what our leaderboard looks like so far. 10 o'clock, we got a news report coming out. Remember, we got 5 minutes for that orange medium impact report. I believe it was home sales. The housing market here in Florida is all upside down. It's going to turn into a buyer's market very soon. If we get those interest rates down, might be some really great buying opportunities. There's a lot of homes on the market. The value's a little inflated right now. And today, I want to drop a link in the room and do an update. Right Line Funding, our sister company, our prop firm, we are the home of the $50,000 Profit King Challenge, where we give away cash prizes to the top 10, which is really nice. Normally, if you're first, you get a prize, you get a nice check. Second place, you get a pat on the back, a trophy, a knife set. we're going to be giving away cash prizes to the first top 10 each week, every week. We're going to start doing some free giveaways to our attendees here in YouTube. We want you to jump in. We're going to give you some free accounts starting really soon, maybe tomorrow, as soon as tomorrow. Next week, Khurshid, I'm going to show the leaderboard. And I'm going to show the leaderboard now. Khurshid is in command. I always like to put my profit target just under. And then when my stop jumps up, then I can anticipate the break. Now that there's no risk. So I move my profit target down below resistance. I get in the profit window. My stop jumps up, takes all the risk off the trade. Now, if I get a break, I'm in business. If it doesn't, I'm not going to lose anything on the trade. So I'm in a really nice position on this management strategy. We really have some running room to the upside if we do get through that resistance. This thing might go. Let me tell you, we got some really good buying pressure here. You could see momentum on my 20U straight up, pinned on the 30 range. This could take a nice ride to the upside. Push on through. We need a break of 3/4 of that candle body through that area of resistance, and we are off to the races. Here we go. We are off to the races. Let's see if we can get this thing to run for us. We'll put our stop right below, which has now become support. So this can be a semi-automated system where once it triggers the trades, we can manage it as we see fit. Or we can let it go in full automation. In full automation, it would have got a full winner. Right at 500. We're at 500 now. And you could just click on your stop one time and slowly trail your trade up. Now we don't want to squeeze it either. We got a monster going. Monster trade on the 30 range. Oh, that was the 10 a.m. news report. Oh, it came out just now. Got this pop to the upside right before the news report came out. Got really good volume. You know, institutional involvement. You know, the institutions are manipulating the price. You have 3,000 contracts, 3,100 contracts a minute. You see these beautiful signals for entry. These little triangles here are telling you, hey, they're pushing the price, the market internals. There's an imbalance of buyers rather than sellers. That's the trigger of this entry. Came all the way back for a nice win. Our IBOT on the 16U, let's take a look at that trade. Oh, it jumped into the same move. The iBots are all on my leaderboard now. They're starting to dominate the leaderboard. The iBots are the automated bots that are leveraging the kinetic data feeds. The data feed is right off of the stock exchange. It's become a catchphrase to follow in the direction of institutional money. Everybody says it, but how do you do it? The iBots are streaming market internals right from the cash market. Fought our way back. Monday, it started out as a disaster, and we strung together 3 winning days in a row. Today at 3 o'clock, I'm going to put a link in the chat box. I'm going to be on the Investor Summit. And if you're going to be around at 3, even if you're not going to be around, if you register anyways, you'll be guaranteed to get the replay. Guaranteed. And then we're going to talk about the $50,000 Profit King Challenge. My good friend Katie is in the driver's seat. She's the one to catch. But they've got a really nice lineup on the Investor Summit. There's plenty of presentations before I come up at 3 p.m. Eastern. Let me put it on a notepad first. Okay. AI presentation. 3 p.m. Eastern. Boy, things have certainly changed since the Open, haven't they? Thought we were going to see a big move down today. All of a sudden, things have bounced back. All right, this first link I'm putting in. Sorry, I'm trying to find this. Here it is. Okay. Hey, good morning, George. Thanks for joining us. I hope it's the real George today, right, George? We've got the real George and the imposter. It's the imposter. Unbelievable. Okay. We have a kind of a stalker that's impersonating our members. Um, okay, so today Let me get let me fly the shoo the fly away real quick. Okay. Uh, Today at 3 p.m. If you're interested in learning more about the AI Auto Trader, I put a link in the room. I put a link in the chat box. Um, the presentation is going to be at 3 p.m. Eastern today on the Investor Summit. And you can register using that link. We're going to have a very special offer. And we're going to answer questions and take a look at under the hood, so to speak, on the technology that these bots are leveraging and the results that they've been able to achieve. Speaking about results they were able to achieve, I'd like to give you a current up to date, just to stay current, of where we are, where I am personally, on the PA accounts. Uh, let's see. Let's go back to when we started back in January. We've been trading on YouTube here since January with using these PA accounts. And consistency being the most important thing with prop accounts. We can't really have a big drawdown. We can't have big, huge winning days. We just need to make. I look to make between $250 to $500 a day. That's my profit goal. Once I reach it, I stop. And this is the equity curve on the three PA accounts. We're at $32,769 at an all-time high right now. So the equity curve continues to go northerly. 32,769. And you could see that there were a few weeks. These are the weekly results. This week we're up 375. Last week 2,000. And then there were a few weeks that we were in the red, which is part of trading. We're not going to win every week. The vast majority of weeks, this week we were down 2,700. But the vast majority of weeks that we've been trading this, we've been in the green. The ones that are not red obviously are green. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks since January that we had losing weeks. So we can't, obviously we're not going to make money every week, but the last few we've been profitable. And since January, which is why I think I have this stalker, is because we're up almost $33,000, and we're conforming to all of the rules that the prop firms mandate that we follow. Those consistency rules, the trailing drawdown, practicing really good trade management and capital preservation. We're able to get an equity curve that spans over 5.5 months now, with over $33,000 trading these bots. So let's pivot over to the $50,000 Profit King Challenge. I just want to briefly show the leaderboard. And our leaderboard has Katie on top. Kershid is up 7,500. Is up $7,553 this week. Congratulations, Katie. That's really remarkable. Our team had the same contest internally last week, and the winner was Brock, and he had just over 5,000. So you exceeded what Brock was able to do at $7,500. First prize is 1,000. If that finishes tomorrow, and you're still on top, Katie's going to take home $1,000. $1,000. Second place is $500. We have C-Tron. C-Tran is in number 2. He needs to get up above 3,000 to qualify. And we have Jesus Creator 1 is number 3. And that is Marcy. Congratulations, Kershid. Great job. Just great. So really so really the reason why we're having a lot of success is with that consistency. Consistency has been the key. Sure, we had a few weeks that were in the negative, but we've shown great consistency since January. Being able to make an accomplishment like that is really brand new to me. I'm not a professional trader, I assure you that. I do work here. Doesn't mean because I work for Right Line Trading it makes me a professional trader. There's people that don't work for trading companies that are far, far better than me. These automated bots have been the turning point for me. And I've heard Rouse say the same thing. If we took trades on our own, left to our own devices, things get ugly. Coming up behind me at 10:30 is going to be David Wise. Okay. Okay, this IBOT is back in the 16U, trying to work its way through all of this resistance. Sergio's been under the weather all week. We're waiting for this update that's going to plot. It's going to plot for the strategy, the ability to see these lines of support and resistance the way we see them, because it's not. And I think it's going to make a tremendous difference. You can see the entry here straight into resistance. I probably have on my chart 500 bars loaded. The strategy only looks, the minimum you can look back at is 1 day, which will put those pivots in a completely different location. So Sergio has been under the weather. He thinks it might be COVID. I spoke to him this morning, but he's been fighting through. He's trying to fight through it today to get it done. KP, thanks for joining me this morning. I just saw your question. I apologize for the delay. Is algo trading allowed in Apex PA? Yes. The short answer is yes. Where do we find the 250, 500 TP profit target? Carol, are you referring to the profit window? Where you find that is, I assume you're referring to the profit window. And in the strategies, it's under trade management. You would scroll down towards the bottom where you see trade management, and your profit target is right here. So if my profit target, for example, is 100 ticks, and I have my profit target window at 25, what that means is once price is plus 75, meaning I'm 25 ticks away from my profit target, my stop will automatically jump up to 25 ticks behind price, which should be plus 50. So at that point, once I get into my profit window, I'm either going to make 250 or 500 in this example with a 100 tick profit target, 25 tick profit window. Once I'm plus 75, which would be 25 ticks from my profit target, my stop is going to go to plus 50. At that point, I'm going to make either 250 or 500, less any slippage. I think that's what you're talking about, Carol. Tomorrow, don't forget, tomorrow we're going to do our weekly review. Do our weekly review tomorrow of the hottest bots. And we're just going to take a look back at the leaderboard for today. I'm letting out a big sigh of relief. It's tough to start out the week on a Monday in the hole. It's no fun, let me tell you. Here we go. We're breaking through, getting this push up, trying to get through this area again of support, of resistance, excuse me. Tom, you're funny. I'm reading your comment. Hmm. So here's a look at the leaderboard, how we ended up today. Let me move this over here so we can watch this IBOT trade. The number one bot on my computer was the ES Smart Stop 2. Then we had the scalper. The scalper is running on the ES on an 8 Unarenko. The UB is also on the ES on an 8 Unarenko. Then we had the iBots. This actually is, I take that back. This is actually a gold, the one that says risk 500. Let's go to the gold chart. Risk 5, iBot ES 20 range. iBot ES 20 range, risk 500. That's actually this strategy here that's trading gold. So gold is on our leaderboard today. It's actually in a position now. It's up $400, just under $400 on this short trade. So we have that gold bot on our leaderboard. That's the this ES 20 range risk 500. That's actually gold. The NQ Smart Stop 2 up 556. The iBot 16U 20 range on the ES, NQ 16U all on the leaderboard. ES 4U on the iBots. The 20U Sniper, the 20U almost every day is on our leaderboard. It's a very consistent bot. The 20 Unarenko on the NASDAQ does not get caught up in this whipsaw. Very smooth, clean chart. It takes away all this static on the 20U. Gold might take a leg down here. Retirement plan on the board. And then several other iBots, the 1 minute 600 tick. We have a really nice diversification of instruments and time frames that they trade on. So we're looking for the bot that's performing the best in the current trading environment. And that's the one we want to piggyback. and copy those trades to a live or funded account. The PA accounts, courtesy of the power play, we scored 150 across each to go up about 450 for the day. We kind of took what the market gave us. And then there's about 5 or 6, about a half a dozen others that just have their head above the water. Yeah, out of the box, if you load the pre-formatted template that we share with you, Carol, it should be in all the fields come filled in. So if it's not in there, then just reload the template because it's saved in a template. In order to reload the template, if I go to strategies and select new strategy, I'm going to select the AI Auto Trader in my available list. And on the bottom right where it says template, you're going to click load and you're going to find the power play drone. And you're going to load it, and it's going to automatically have in the trade management section, it's going to have your 25 tick profit window. The only thing that I would change out of the box is I would increase this because we don't always take the first trade out of the gun, out of the box. So I would increase your session profit limit and session loss limit if you're going to be right in front of it. If you're going to set it and forget it, then obviously you would adjust these to different values. But if you're going to be in front of it, monitoring it, I always increase these numbers so it'll continue to trade. Always make sure a good practice to follow. Each time you edit your strategy, always go back to the instrument and put it back in the appropriate instrument under data series because NinjaTrader has a glitch. Anytime you open a strategy, it'll change the instrument. So always go back before you click OK. Make sure you're on the right instrument, the right account, and then you would click OK. All right, last trade. We're in gold. Gold is running to the downside. Trade of the day. And we got a beauty going. The price just came up and gave my first profit target a kiss. There definitely is an inverse correlation between gold, precious metals, and the index equities. Gold's headed down, Nasdaq's headed up. Gold's up $1,000. Oh, wow. Look at that pop to the upside. That I bought NQ16 Unorenco just flew right through the profit target. Gold jumped in another short. Now don't forget, If you will, please like my video here on YouTube. It gets new eyes on our products and services. A friendly reminder, today at 3 p.m., we'll be on the Investor Summit. I put the registration link in the chat box. And we're hoping to, starting tomorrow, to start giving away to our members here on YouTube, to our viewers, we're going to be giving away free entries into the Profit King Challenge. For a limited time, we'll be giving away some free accounts, or they might cost $1 with a special coupon code only if you're here on YouTube. It's the only way you'll get the coupon code. We'll put you in the contest for free, and you'll have a chance to win one of those top 10 prizes, all cash prizes, giving away over $2,000 each week to our 10 best traders. Okay, last trade, everybody. Remember, David Wise is coming up right behind me. This bot we're watching, it happens to be the #1 bot on my leaderboard. Gold is catching it, though. Yeah, crude has been very volatile. You're right, Rao. What a month for crude. With that geopolitical unrest in Iran. I mean, wow. Huge spikes. A big spike, a big sell-off. I mean, incredible for day trading. Huge opportunities. Gold is on the move to the downside. We've seen days on crude oil, not only crude oil, but gold as well. When we have this unrest in the Middle East, that is very volatile. The bots start running up really nice profits. It almost seems like they can't take a loser, which obviously we all know they can. Coming into Friday, tomorrow. All right, gold got stopped out. Last trade we're in is this IBOT on the 16U. Last trade of the day. Man, these, let me tell you, these AI stocks, I have a position on NVIDIA. Holy moly. It's been on fire. Got a nice position on Palantir and NVIDIA. This AI, they liken it to the invention of the automobile, of the wheel itself. I really believe we're just scratching the surface on the full capabilities of this technology. And I believe that it'll continue to grow. Great job, Khalil. Very nice. Congratulations. I would quit too. I probably would have quit earlier, knowing me. All right. That ends this session here. That IBOT on the NASDAQ, it leverages a 16 Unarenko bar. I ended up plus $915. Congratulations again, Khalil. That's really a great accomplishment. Great day. All right. I want to thank everybody for joining me. Remember, David Wise coming up right behind me. Join me tomorrow, God willing. Same time, same place, same channel. Let's close out the week strong. We're back in the green. Hallelujah. Let's see if we can close the week on a positive note tomorrow. Have a blessed rest of your day, everybody. So long.